Welcome to the Water Trough, where we can't make you drink, but we will make you think. My name is Ed Drozd, the Small Business Doctor, and I'm really excited you chose to join me here as we discuss topics that are important for small business folks just like you. If you're looking for ideas, inspiration, and possibility, you've come to the right place. Join us as we take steps to help you create the healthy business that you've always wanted. Welcome back. This is Ed Drozd, the Small Business Doctor, here at the Water Trough. I'm thinking about teamwork today. Teamwork, big buzzword in business, sports, everywhere you turn. Everything is about teams. We're always looking to be part of a team. We're seeking leaders who are good at developing teams. We're hunting for opportunities where we can be a team player. Teamwork, teamwork, teamwork. It's the rage. So what is teamwork anyway? I like to think of teamwork as a collection of individual stories. That is, the stories of the people who comprise the team. But it's more than a group of people. It's a group of people that set aside their egos to work on a common theme. They've got a common purpose. It's about being able to work together to get things done. And each individual contributes that which they're strong at, the things that they're adept at doing. When we put these things together, we have the synergistic, the combined strength of the team members. Teamwork gives us the opportunity to achieve our goals, perhaps in a more expeditious manner. Certainly brings more ideas and concepts to the table than we might have on our own. One of the really cool things about teams is that they morph as they evolve. As we get to know each other, we work differently together, more effectively. The team itself expands, it contracts, it just simply finds a way to greater and greater efficiency as time goes on. You could almost say it's like it's a living thing. So the argument in favor of teamwork is pretty strong, pretty straightforward. Hey, we work as a team, we get things done more efficiently, more effectively. Diversity of thought, the talent that we have, the opportunity, certainly is better than working alone. Or is it? Well, here's the thing. Teamwork is a good idea in many situations. At the very least, it inspires us to develop a sense of working with other people. There's nothing wrong with having the ability to work with other people effectively. We should all aspire to be able to do that. But we're bombarded with improving ideas every day. Ideas to enhance, to improve, reduce, grow, reshape, replenish, create just about anything. Teamwork was, at one point, and probably still is, one of those things. We're bombarded with proven ideas about how teamwork is going to make everything just so. If we're looking at things for the sake of ourselves, we can sort out what's going to work for us and what's not. And we're pretty much the arbiters of what is going to be acceptable for us. On the other hand, in business, we look at things a bit more globally. We're always concerned about the competition, what the others are doing. Are we keeping up? Are we staying in tune with everybody else's innovation? Things that are bombarding us, information that's being provided, it takes on a different appearance in the business world. We're really looking at things in a very different manner. In short, we strive for uniqueness, and it's important to be unique from our competitors. We don't want to be so unusually different in the industry that we're in that we're viewed as an outsider. So we have to find some kind of balance here. We're far more likely in business to implement concepts without considering our own unique circumstances. And each and every one of us in business has unique circumstances. We're not comparing apples to apples. And while the idea of teamwork collectively is a good idea, we really have to consider looking at it through the eyes of what suits our situation best. Knowing how and when to employ teamwork is critical. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing. like so many other things in business, it requires decision making. Take, for example, when teamwork has its greatest value. The task is complex and it requires a variety of input and action. Certainly we can benefit from having a team here because we've got the different ideas, the different perspectives that people bring to the questions that are being posed. Complexity benefits from different perspective. Perplexity benefits from different capabilities and capacity, as one can find in a team. Teamwork is important when the effort that an individual would have to input to complete the task would exceed the break-even point. At what point does having a team turn out to be more productive merely for the sake of getting things done? We have to be able to accommodate the time it takes to assemble and deploy the team. It's possible that the time needed to create and deploy the team might be an impediment to achieving our goals in a reasonable amount of time. And then a final consideration here, and rest assured there are many more, is that the team members understand their roles and are willing participants. It's not enough that I'm a talented person who brings something to a team. It's important that I'm able to appreciate how I integrate into the team function as a whole. It's also important that I be a willing participant, that I really feel my purpose here, and that I look forward to the opportunity to work with this team. I'm sure you've all worked with unwilling team members. They may be wizards at what they do, what they're good at, but they're not happy with what they're doing, or perhaps with whom they're doing it. Working with them in a team is counterproductive. Lacking that enthusiasm, lacking that willingness to be part of the team, can result in a team that doesn't have the sort of value, the sort of potential that we'd look to expect. So let's revisit these things again. Teamwork has the greatest value when the task is complex and requires a variety of input and action. Teamwork has the greatest value when one person working alone is not as effective as multiple people getting the job done. Teamwork is of greatest value when the time needed to assemble and deploy the team does not interfere with the outcome. We may have to find other ways to get things done if developing a team is going to take too much time. And finally, team members understand their roles and are willing participants. Because being a part of a team is not simply being yourself. Yes, you bring your strengths to the table. Yes, you bring your personal convictions and your style to the table. But you have to be able to integrate them effectively with the other members of the team. In order for teamwork to succeed, there's a couple things that are really fundamental keys here. One of these is that leadership understands and supports the team. It's one thing to suggest that a group of people get together, form a team to complete a project. But if leadership does not understand the purpose of that team, if they don't support the team, it's unlikely that the team will be able to continue to do its designated tasks. The goals that are provided to a team must be clear. Without clear goals, a team simply loses its direction very quickly. Teamwork thrives when goals are clear, they are possible, and when they are able to deliver something of value. And then finally, teamwork requires that the resources necessary to achieve those goals will be available. It's one thing to say, come together and build that bridge. It's another thing to say, but we're not going to give you the equipment you need to accomplish the task. You'll have to sort that out on your own. The resources necessary to support the achievement of goals must be provided. This kind of goes back to the leadership understanding and supporting the team. The bottom line is this. Teamwork is a good thing. Teamwork has its place. There are most certainly advantages to having teams, and at the very least, our ability to work with other people effectively is an absolute necessity in today's world of business. But there are instances where team work is not the most efficient or the most effective approach. And it's important for business people to appreciate that creating teams to accomplish goals is a decision that has to be made. It's an active decision-making process. It's not because it's a good thing to have a team, therefore let's make one, all great things will come from it. We have to decide if and when it fits for us. Until next time, this is Ed Drozd of the Small Business Doctor, and I want to wish you a healthy business.